Good evening. Just please allow me a few minutes to let some people who have registered for this event to log on. I mean, my mind was blown. We have about 230 people registered for tonight's event, and there's some people right now. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I'm just sitting here for a moment, allowing everybody to give some people an opportunity to show up. We had about 240 people register for tonight's event. So if you want to grab yourself something to drink, get yourself a blanket, a pillow, we're going to have a nice, beautiful conversation tonight. And we are going to go very deep within and connect beyond the realm of human consciousness and step into the angelic realm. So we have a very special night tonight. So again, I'm just going to allow some people just a few moments just to show up here. As I said, I had uh, an incredible turnout as far as registering for tonight's event. So we'll just give it a moment. But let me throw my glasses on, see how everybody's doing. I got a couple of people here. Good evening, Rebecca. Good evening, Crazy Wildman. How are you? Hot Mess Blonde. How are you? Happy Girl, Baby Girl. How are you? Nicole and good evening. 27 people on. And we'll just give it just another moment or two. Hello, Shortcake. Good evening, Alexandra. I am actually in Connecticut. That's where I live, East Coast, United States. Good evening, Rachel. We got 29 people on. Nicole, good evening. Jonan, good evening. So I'm really excited about tonight's conversation because it's very close. I grew up in actually Queens, New York. Susan, good evening. Love the 111. Prickly Pear, great name. All right. Excuse me for being a little congested this evening. It's not a cold. I hurt myself the other night. I bashed my nose into the cabinet. So since then, it's just been a little annoying. Australia, good evening. Good evening. 31 people on right now. Just going to give it, oh, there you go. There's that beautiful frequency coming in. So I can feel we are going to have a beautiful, very, very beautiful evening tonight. And we'll start in just a moment here. Uh, 34 people is good enough for me. 2 people is good enough for me. So if and you should know that I do. Let me take my glasses off for a moment because then we can kind of get into it. I do upload these to my YouTube channel. It generally takes a couple of days for me to do that, but I do get them up there eventually. And you can find the link for my YouTube channel and my website and my Instagram and all that stuff afterwards by clicking the Linktree link on my profile here. But all right, so let's get into this conversation right now because I can feel the energy. My clairaudient, my ear is very intense. A lot of ringing. A lot of you are really hoping for some good answers and to find some ways to truly connect with some very specific powers. You are all looking for very specific answers, all trying to manifest things into your reality. And you don't understand that you are receiving the guidance and the communication that you need to receive in order to let life present these things to you. You have to believe. Belief is one of the strongest things that are going to enable and create this for you. If you have doubt, if you live in second guessing and you live in self doubt, you will never be able to connect to the higher realms. You will never be able to manifest the reality you want. You just, I could just feel that belief. You believing, surrendering to the belief within is everything. It's going to be everything for you. This is what's going to enable you to really truly connect. And I'm going to talk tonight with my eyes closed a lot, if you don't mind. And we'll get into this a little bit. But right now, I have goosebumps all on the left side. This is almost one of the loudest sessions I have ever felt. I have goosebumps all over now. My scalp is tingling. So we absolutely have a very strong divine presence tonight. Every single person watching, every single person who attends this, who will watch this video and partakes in this, you are completely protected and closed off from any darkness, any malevolence, any evil, any deceit, any betrayal. You right now are protected by divine light, your home, your property, your existence, your life, your reality. So relax, breathe, breathe, breathe. As I was just saying, belief. You cannot have self doubt. When you cast self doubt upon yourself, when you sit in self doubt, you are diminishing your light. You are pressing your energy further down into the ego, further down into the false identity. And you have energies aside from your own awareness that transcends time and space. The version of you that is 80 and 2 or 2,000 years old exists right now. And you can let yourself go and connect to that entire lineage of your entire existence and realize that now this moment that we exist in is even bigger than we can possibly imagine. You see the signs 111, 222, 333, 1234, 911. You have seen all of these signs. You hear the little things, the music has spoken to you. Even when you sleep at night, you have dreams, but you still ignore and cast this doubt. So one more time, one last time. Belief. Belief. This is not about faith. This is not any religion specific. When I talk about the angelic realm, let me just really say this first. We are on earth, and people could say, oh, fifth dimension, fourth dimension. Let's put those words just aside from now. We exist. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I apologize. As I always say, we are all the one source, the one awareness divided into infinitesimal beings and life forms to experience. So if we are this one life form, let's just use the word God or the source, whichever you prefer. If we are the source of all light and life, then that means everything we think and perceive and believe is real is only something that is an imaginary thought in the mind of God. So if that first awareness created everything within itself, then the angelic realm and every other realm, every other dimension, every other universe, every other reality, every other existence, everything that could possibly be created, whether it is man made or it is celestially made, all exists within the one. So you have to understand that every single thing you are seeing, every single sign you are seeing, every communication and connection you are seeing from another being, they are all variations of the one same energy. And this is why there is so much connection in spirituality. This is why there is so much, you hear so many conversations about people channeling and people communicating with extraterrestrials and spirits. Now, when I first started to really seriously channel about 6 years ago, when I kind of really, after my sister's death, and I'll make a video about this and stuff like that, when I really, at that point knew there was something beyond here. At that point, I really started to spend a great deal of time channeling. And as I discovered, and this video is on my YouTube channel, a technique, a meditation technique of resting your eyes into your hands like when you were a child. Remember when you were a child and you used to just lay there with your eyes in your hands and you would see colors? You would see all of those beautiful colors presenting itself. Anyway, so as I was doing these meditations, going deep into meditation and channeling and going further and further and further in, one day, one specific day, I have seen silhouettes of light beings. I have seen the tunnel we walk through when we step out and expand into the universe. And one day, as I was sitting in that empty void, when we close our eyes and go within, beyond the mind, into the stillness, and I was sitting there, and I said, I want to see just a connection with something from the angelic realm. Let me see a divine being. And this was 5 years ago. All the way at the top of my vision within, this white beam came down, and as it came down, it like flooded open in almost like this wing shape, and it just moved inside, and it kind of got closer to me and closer to me, and it just spread completely over my vision, and I was in and seeing something else and receiving and doing things. And I realized at that point that a lot of the things we're feeling and thinking, the thoughts we're having a lot of times when you're standing there thinking to yourself, why am I thinking this? I don't even know why I feel this way. What am I thinking this for? It's not only sometimes, as I've said before, you're picking up thoughts from people around you or energy and attention. You are receiving. You are receiving and you're just translating it. And because you are completely unaware of what's going on, you are translating this information as a thought that you are having as opposed to realizing it is something you are receiving. Now, I'm talking to you this entire time and I've just got this massive flood. It's about this, if I had to put a shape and a dimension on it, this flood of high pitched energy, and I could just hear these layers of frequency penetrating the entire side of my head. And when I sit and I let myself go, I connect to that, and those words begin to take over. Um, so I began to realize 5 years ago that as I started to do this and I started to kind of say, I'm trying to move past this point in my life. When I was a child, this happened to me and it has left this traumatic scarring inside. Can I please get the divine source? Can I please get assistance uh, from any beings of love, light, and unity to help and assist? All of a sudden, I would notice that it would be one day, it would be just this kind of almost purple, almost just no figure, no gender, no face, just this energy materialized in the mind's eye. It would be blue, it'd be yellow, it'd be orange as I was trying to do different things. And oddly enough, I have just some notes here in front of me just to you can look this up online. If you look up, there, the archangels, the angelic realm, the spiritual realm, there are hundreds of angels and ethereal beings, but they say the seven major archangels, one representing each day. Sunday is Archangel Yophiel, which is wisdom, represents wisdom, and the color is yellow. Monday is Archangel Chamiel, and that is a rose type of a pink color, and it represents love. You have Tuesday is Michael, and that is a royal blue, and that is will. The Wednesday is Raphael, and the color is green, and this is healing. Thursday is Uriel, and this is peace, and the color is a purplish, reddish gold color. And interestingly enough, I'll get to this in a moment, Gabriel is white, and it is purity. And Archangel Zadkiel is violet, and that is freedom, and that is Saturday. Now, I don't remember if it was a Friday, but as I mentioned to you, the color was white. And when this came down and presented to me and it opened up into something else, everything it opened up into was just this complete blissful feeling of everything leaving my body that was negative. Every bad deed, every bad mistake I've done, everything bad to me, it was almost as if it was just purifying, and it's the perfect word, purifying my body. And I just felt this, and I broke down in tears, and I realized, you have to understand, I was a skeptic my entire life, as I was always following the guidance within. I always had that, is it just my imagination? Is it just me inside my head creating this? Or is there really something here I'm connecting and communicating it? So these things, in the last 10 years all started happening to me. And the last 5 years, which this Thursday, 8 p.m., is the 5 year anniversary of when the two stars bursted over me, September 16th, 2016, 8:06 p.m. And I will be live at 8 o'clock on here on TikTok, doing a meditation right in that spot. Hopefully it's not too buggy. Sitting right there where I saw it, and I will explain the whole event again. I just explained it on, you can see on YouTube. But so as I was saying, these colors, these things appear to you. So what I want you to understand is, you can do, instead of just scrolling TikTok for hours a day and stuff like that, you can do some research online. If you are meditating, and we're going to do an angelic meditation in just a minute, connecting you to the angelic realm, opening the third eye, protecting you. And if something appears, it appears. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. It's completely okay. But you can do the research online. You can spend some time online looking up the colors of the angels, what they represent. You can, my wife's sister, she's been back in Hungary now for about 10 years. My wife's sister left a book, interestingly enough, here, which is the Angel Bible. And this is written by, excuse me, The Definitive Guide to Angel Wisdom, the Angel Bible by Hazel Raven. And I mean, it's an incredible book. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got depictions of everything in it. It explains everything that's going on with the angelic realm. It talks about the religious and historical aspects of it. And what's absolutely fantastic, it's got this, and this is what we'll be doing tonight, it's got a whole section on angelic meditations. And you can see this one is Angels of the Evening Meditation. Sorry, it's backwards. It's just the way the camera. Angels of the Evening Meditation. So, there are all of these resources available to you. And I always say this, listen to me. The resources are information. It's just more noise and information that you're taking into something you already have within. You really, truly don't need this. Now, before we do the meditation, I've explained the aspects of the names. They have names. They've been given names. We have even taken the energies, these celestial, ethereal energies, and allocated them to specific days and specific virtues, wisdom and peace and stuff like that. All of these things, again, are created from the energy of the One. They all have the connection to the same thing you do. So when I go inside and I meditate and I'm standing before, and I don't mean this to sound crazy to anyone who doesn't want to believe this, it's absolutely, if you don't believe it, that's absolutely fine with me. I don't identify with another person's inability to perceive or believe another person's truth. So I have connected and gone far beyond where I have stood in front of just thousands and thousands of illuminated souls, and I have seen the silhouette of what we refer to as Jesus, Yeshua. I have seen that energy. I have connected with this. I have traveled well beyond our reality. So when I do this, when I go within and I connect and I'm not myself. I'm not the person born into this world. I've fallen behind the identity and the thought. I'm not identifying. I'm not looking at this and going, oh, that must be Gabriel, or that must be Raphael, or that must be Jesus. Because they are all versions of you. They are all versions of your infinite energy. And just as every great spiritual teacher from Buddha to Jesus to Gandhi, they all told you that the exterior world is not where you are going to find the truth. The truth is through me. And when I am telling you right now, the truth is to me, the way to the Father is through me, the way to the heavenly glory is through me. I am not literally physically saying me, Jay. I am saying you. Just as like Jesus or Buddha said, the way to the truth is within. It is within the self. This is how you connect to the truth. So you don't have to identify these things. I sit in that stillness. The colors appear. The color will appear. And I just sit and observe it. I observe it. If something relative comes to mind, a thought, a message at that time, I just receive it without expectation, without judgment. I just let it come to me. If nothing comes to me as I'm observing this, I observe it until it fades away and until my body says to me, okay, this session is over. And I open my eyes. And 2 hours later, I can be in my kitchen making a chocolate milk. And all of a sudden, this epiphany, this moment arises within. And it is because I have allowed myself the time to translate what the light energy, what the light energy was revealing, what the frequency is telling me. I allow myself. That's just like when I wrote my first book. I sat in this cottage for 30 days. I asked about 55 questions that we all ask every day. Every day I sat here and I said, what is deja vu? Will racism ever end? How was the universe created? Are humans supposed to eat animals? All of these questions. And I just sat here and listened to the frequencies, just sat there, and I would just write. And I would just write and allow myself the time, and answered each question over 30 days. And you can read it tonight for free. Click the link on my TikTok profile. It says The Book of New Light. You click on that, and you scroll down to the bottom where there's the free PDF. It's a Google Drive link. I don't even want your email address. I just want you to have the truth to help you find your way within. So tonight, in just a moment, we're going to close our eyes and we're going to take some very beautiful deep breaths. We're going to have our hands in a relaxed position. I want to explain all of this to you right now so you don't have to open your eyes during the meditation and look at me. I don't want you to open your eyes. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to start in a position, any position. You can have your hands down, anything. You could be sitting like this. Our eyes will be closed. We'll just start taking nice deep breaths to the center of our chest. I'm going to simmer us down, ground us down, tether our bodies to the earth. I'm going to clean us down, make us feel really good. And then at one point, I'm going to ask you to raise your hands in prayer position. And you're going to bring your hands into this position. And this represents unity. This represents divine unity between you and the one. This is it, everything, right? This is unity. You're going to sit in this position. We're going to breathe in this position for a little bit. We're going to hold this. I'm going to guide you into another point. And after that, you're just going to raise your hands to here, right to your head. You're going to sit there and listen to me as we breathe. You're going to feel the energy shifting. You are literally going to feel the energy around you shifting, your body, everything shifting. And from this point on, you have two choices. When I say please relax in stillness, when I ask you to relax in stillness, you could bring your hands down and relax them, or you could do the technique I taught before I got locked out of my other page, where you're resting your eyes closed into the pads of your hands. For example, just like this. You're relaxing and letting the weight of your head relax into your hands. This causes the blood in the visual cortex to build up. That beautiful oxygenated blood travels down the visual cortex and it goes inside the pituitary and pineal gland, and it rings those beautiful little microscopic crystals inside, and it awakens your third eye. That's what it does. So, are we good? Let's do this, okay? We've got some people here. Any position you want, my friend, I want you to be comfortable. And again, remember, we're going to have three hands positions. Prayer, well, relaxed here, relaxed. Prayer above the head, and then sitting in stillness, and you can put your hands down, and you can rest your head. Also, I don't know if some of you know the meditative technique. Under your eyelids, you can look up. You can turn your eyes up, and you can almost flex the muscle of your eyelid and the skin around your eye, and it does induce the same type of, not the same type, a similar type of pressure as putting your hands on. These are all beautiful meditative techniques to open the third eye and connect you. And as I said before, remember, you are completely protected right now. You are absolutely, completely closed off from anything malevolent, deceitful, evil, and dark. You are completely engulfed in divine light. Only beings of unity, love, kindness, and compassion can connect and communicate with any of us. We are opening ourselves tonight to the angelic realm. Everyone who sees this will have questions inside. Let your thoughts rise and come and go, but just keep your mind open and your heart and mind in belief that you will see what you need to see and feel what you need to feel. Okay? So, close your eyes. Just sit for a moment. And as you're sitting, if you have to itch, fidget, move, wiggle during this, absolutely do that. Do not create resistance and distraction. You're sitting right now, and if you can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, that is fine. That would be great. If you cannot, I'm having a little difficulty tonight. You just breathe through your mouth. as comfortable as you possibly can be. Don't worry about your breath right now. Just listen to my voice with your eyes closed and feel and hear the energy of the room right now. Let's focus on our ears, the sound of the room, what you can hear in the background, the way the energy sounds, the air, the way you can hear it fluctuating and waving and moving and flowing around you. As you sit and let that sound become one source, bring your attention to your eyes inside the mind's eye. Think about the fact that we have our eyelids closed, but we could still see. In the mind's eye, we could create flowers, we could see cities, we could fly over the clouds, we could dance in the streets, we could hold each other's hands, we can imagine the most beautiful moments and the most horrific moments. So you can still see clearly inside. As we take a deep, deep, beautiful breath into the center of our chest, we are clearing and opening up our channels to receive. Breathe in. Let that breath sit inside for a moment and relax your body. Drop your shoulders, relax your stomach, relax your jaw, the skin around your forehead and temples relax. Let your hands and your elbows relax and exhale that breath out. Sit in stillness for a moment and bring the breath back in through the nose. Relax your body. Feel the skin around your forehead, the top of your head tightening and tingling. The sounds, visually focusing on the nothingness of the mind's eye. Aware of every inch of your body from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head, from your elbows to your shoulders, your chest to your back. You can feel every inch of your body at once. Breathe in deep to the center of your chest. As you breathe, focus on your name, your identity, your job, your school, your family, your friends. Begin to just see them in the mind's eye, your name, everything that you identify with, everything you see on a daily basis, the people closest to you, everything. Take a deep breath into the center of the chest. And on the exhale, in the mind's eye, visually, let them all and everything, even your name, just fade away further and further away. Take another deep breath in with me. And on the exhale again, any thoughts, any memories, every time you think of yourself, let that fall away and remember that there is no self. There is only this beautiful stillness, this silence, this nothingness that we are experiencing and inside now. Take a deep breath into the center of the chest. Let your body sink into the seat, connected to the earth. Feel the weight press you down. Let the breath out. Take a deep breath into the center of the chest and bring your hands into the prayer position. Hear and feel and sense the shifts in energy. We are opening ourselves with gratitude to receive, connect, and communicate with the angelic realm, to see what guidance, hear what guidance, and feel what guidance we need in our path. Breathe into the center of the chest. sit in this position with your hands in the prayer position for a moment, just in stillness and silence. Inside the mind, set your intention as what you would like to see. What question do you have? Ask one question, set an intention, and sit in stillness and breathe in on your own just for a moment. Slowly bring the hands up just over the forehead in the prayer position and continue to breathe in. And relax your hands down or rest your eyes into your hands and just sit in stillness for a moment, please. Keep your breathing relaxed. Be patient. Reflect on that question. Reflect on the intention, what it is you are looking to manifest into your life. Bring your awareness to my voice, please. Keeping your eyes closed. Take a deep breath into the center of your chest. And slowly exhale. Take another deep breath in. Sense your body and feel your body from head to toe, elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Hear all of the sound around you as one. Another deep breath in, focusing on the nothingness and stillness of the mind's eye. Take a moment. Slowly wiggle your toes. Move your fingers. Turn your head slightly to the left, to the right. Take a deep breath in and bring your shoulders and spine to an upright position. Lift your head and exhale. One more deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly open your eyes at your own pace. Give yourself a minute. Just sit, relax, no expectation. Just be. You all set an intention. You asked a question. Some of you received that answer immediately. Some of you did not, and that's okay. As I mentioned before, it could happen in an hour from now, tomorrow, but allow yourself that space and freedom in belief for it to appear for you. And do not second guess it, and do not cast self-doubt on it. Every time you do, you're only doubting your own voice of truth. Sit for a minute with me. Where were we? Okay. Sorry. So, Thursday night, 8 o'clock. I know tonight we started at 9 o'clock, but Thursday night we're going to do it at 8 o'clock because I would like to be online when it is 8:06 p.m. exactly, the 5-year anniversary. And where can I find the link to my book? Right on. Thank you so much. If you go to my Instagram profile, I guess if you click my little name up there, it'll take you to my homepage. There's a Linktree link. If you scroll down, it says the Book of New Light. That takes you to my website, and the first link is where you can buy the paperback. But if you scroll to the bottom of that page, you'll see it says download the free PDF link. That's literally the book, Namaste. That's literally the book uploaded to Google Drive. So you can literally click on that, and then that little blue thing pops up and says, this file has not been scanned for a virus. Download anyway. Just download anyway. Or in most cases, it just opens right up because it is just a shareable file. So there should be no problem. And you're welcome. Have I ever done? I have. I have. I have. I have. I've done that, and I've actually done the main ingredient of that isolated. But that's a conversation for another day and another time. But listen, everybody, let me let you go because listen to me. And I say this every day in my videos here on TikTok. All of the scrolling you're doing, I mean, it's great because it's how you found my page, and I'm so honored and so grateful to be connecting with so many of you on a daily basis. I absolutely love every single one of you. You are my family. You are everything. You are, I think about you all day long. I project beautiful intentions for you all to feel. I hope you are finding and seeing the signs. I pray every day, let them find the signs and let them lead them, all who are seeking and searching for unity, community, and truth, and to find their way home, let them find their way to my page. So I'm so grateful you are all finding your way here. You are my dream come true. You are. You really are my dream come true. And like I say all the time, you don't have to scroll so much. When you're at home and you're sitting and you're bored, Embrace that boredom. Shut off the TV, shut off the radio, put down the phone, turn off the lights, close your eyes, and just sit there and just see what thoughts appear. See what lessons are going on. Reflect on past relationships, hurt and pain, and embrace forgiveness and let it go and understand you, me, everyone, even the people who have hurt you the worst, we're all just trying to find their way home, and we all get in each other's way sometimes. So let your pain go, let the forgiveness rise, and I really, really hope to see you Thursday night. I will make a video for it tomorrow, and I'll set up an event so it'll be on the page to remind you guys. And again, if I can ever help you, if there's anything you would ever like to talk about, share, reveal, ask, anything, please send me a direct message. I respond to all of them. You can reach me here on TikTok. You can direct message me on Instagram. You can email me through my own site, which completely, to be honest, that's the slowest way to get me. The fastest way to message me is to direct message me right here on TikTok or on Instagram. I check those all the time. So, other than that, what do you got there? It would be. I would love to know what you saw. That's another thing. I'm sorry. I should have said that. Thank you, Spooky. Please do me a favor. If you experienced something during this session and meditation that was very special to you, and you would like to share that with me, please send me a direct message. I would love to know what it was. But anyway, listen, everybody, go sit in some silence. Shut me off. Shut the phone off, and just take 5 minutes, just a couple of minutes, and just sit there by yourself. Okay. And for all you people who think you can't get that in your home because it's too crazy and too noisy, you have a bathroom. And you can always say, I'm going to the bathroom. Nobody's going to bother you. All right, everybody. So really find that time, make that time. And I hope to see you all very soon. Take care, my friends. Namaste. God bless. Have a beautiful evening, everybody. Bye-bye.